Good morning, children. This is Anup Tiwari, PGT Biology, Mount Razi School, Jhansi. In the previous section, we studied about male reproductive part of plant, that means anther, filament, that means the entire stamen. Now we are going to talk about the female reproductive part, pistil, of flower. The female reproductive part is also known as pistil, can also be called as megasporangium or ovule. This is the female reproductive part of plant is known as gynoecium. So we are going to talk about all these. Though they are interchangeably used for only one thing. Gynoecium is actually female reproductive part of plant and female reproductive part of plant is pistil, which is also known as megasporangium. Every plant may have one pistil. If there is only one pistil, that means only one ovule, one style, one stigma, then the flower is known as monocarpellary flower. Pistil is also known as carpel. Pistil is also known as carpel. Because pistil is known as carpel, that's why one pistil is known as monocarpellary flower. If there are more carpel or more pistil, more than one, then that female flower is known as that female part is known as multicarpellary if there are more carpels. If the flower is multicarpellary flower and all the pistils are fused together, then that flower is known as syncarpous flower. And if the flower is multicarpellary, that means it has more than one pistil and all the pistils are free, then that flower is known as apocarpous flower. So there are two kinds of flowers, syncarpous and apocarpous flower. Now we are talking about all the parts of one pistil. There one pistil contains stigma. Stigma is the landing place of pollen grains. Pollen grains land on stigma, number one. Number second is a style, the second part, long cylindrical part of flower through which pollen tube goes. That part is known as style. When pollen grain germinate, it produces pollen tube and that pollen tube goes through style. So style is for that. And the last one is ovary. Ovary, inside ovary, placenta is found. Placenta arises into ovule. Ovule contains embryo sac. Embryo sac has megaspore mother cells, and these megaspore mother cells after meiosis convert into megaspore, that means female gametophyte or egg cell. So again I am telling you, ovary, inside ovary placenta is located. Placenta arises into ovule. Ovule arises inside ovule embryo sac is found. Inside embryo sac one megaspore, there are so many megaspore mother cells found. These megaspore mother cells convert into megaspore after meiosis process, that means female gamete. So this is all about the structure of pistil. Now we are going to talk about the structure of ovule. Here I have already told you placenta. From placenta arises ovule. We are talking about this ovule inside which there is embryo sac and megaspore mother cells. So we are talking about ovule. This is very important part for biology 12th class. What happens in one ovule? One ovule is connected with the flower by one segment known as hilum. Then there is one pole, this particular area one pole and this particular area is another pole. So this pole is known as micropylar pole because it has one hole here, and due to this hole, this area is known as, this particular hole is known as micropyle, and that is why this area is known as micropylar pole. This opposite of micropylar pole, this area is known as callosal pole. So there are two poles inside which the outer layer of ovule is known as outer integument Then after outer integument, the wall which is found is known as inner integument. And after inner integument, the area which is found is known as nucellus. And after nucellus, the area which you can see here in the middle is known as embryo sac. And inside this embryo sac there are spore mother cells, megaspore mother cells. So what outer integument and inner integument do? They protect. They are in protective nature. They protect embryo sac. What nucellus does? When embryo sac develops, then it requires energy. So that energy comes from nucellus. That means nucellus gives the nutrients. And through this micropylar pole, pollen tube enters inside ovule, carrying two male gamete of pollen grain. So from here, male gamete come, and here female gamete is produced, and through micropylar pole, male gamete enters into female gamete, and after fusion, zygote is formed here inside. So this is all about structure of ovule. Here we studied about pistil and megasporangium. Here we studied about ovule, and here we are on embryo sac. Inside embryo sac there are megaspore mother cells. These megaspore mother cells do meiosis, and then they are converted into megaspore. And that process of conversion of megaspore mother cells into megaspore is known as megasporogenesis, that we are going to read in the next section. Thank you very much.